It was nearly Christmas time, and James's spirits were bright. As the passengers walked to and fro on the platform, James spotted a man in the crowd. It was Jeremiah Joplin, the man who had given his bootlaces to fix a brake pipe. James whistled hello, but immediately regretted it. When Mr. Joplin's face turned bright red, he gave James quite the dirty look. James, quite taken aback, puffed quickly away. Hello, James. Have you heard the news?
What news?
Apparently there's an uproar at the big station.
What for?
Search me. From what I've heard, there's an individual who's upset with the railway. Later, James was collecting a small goods train. There was a terrible commotion on the platform. Jeremiah Joplin was standing on a pile of luggage and was telling everyone that
this is a bad railway. Having to sit through choppy rides, being made public humiliations, and this railway allowing raging red hornets to pull our trains. I tell you, this railway is unreliable. A disgrace, even.
James was horrified. He was so embarrassed, he quickly puffed away, leaving his train at the platform. Sir Topham Hatt was not pleased and spoke sternly to James.
The passengers thought that your little stunt was hilarious. You did not set a good example for my railway.
But sir, he was harassing me.
It doesn't matter. You need to learn to ignore that man and not let his words get under your skin. Or, in this case, paintwork?
Yes, sir.
Now go and collect your train you left behind.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Joplin's resentment to the railway went on for days, allowing unrest. James returned to the shed one evening, feeling exhausted. You look tired.
Yes, tired of that man's mouth. He gives me ugly looks and bad names every time I come into the station. That man is hard-headed. Can't he see what he's doing is nonsense?
Well, from his perspective, he had an unpleasant ride, then asked to hand over something in his possession. When he refused, he was harassed.
So he has the right to be a nuisance?
He might have been treated poorly, but that's no excuse for poor behavior. Just then, the two engines overheard two workmen talking.
Did you hear that crazy man is going to show up an hour early to protest again tomorrow?
I hear Sir Topham Hatt is going to call the police and have him taken away.
Maybe it's for the best. That lunatic has caused enough of a disturbance.
Serves him right.
James!
It's true. That man deserves to be put in the slammer.
James, that's a terrible thought. Besides, Christmas is the time for goodwill to all men. Maybe a little act of kindness can set that man straight.
Do you really think so?
Christmas warms the coldest heart.
I gotta go. Excuse me, Mr. Joplin?
What is it?
The driver emerged with a beautifully wrapped parcel in his arms. He handed it to Mr. Joplin.
Go on, open it.
The package revealed a pair of army boots with leather laces. Mr. Joplin stood there, speechless.
I'm sorry about your rough ride. I hope you accept my apology.
Thank you.
You did the right thing, James. Now give it time.
A couple days later, James was woken up excitedly by his driver.
Wake up, James. Look what Percy found on the post train last night. A package with a letter attached. It's addressed to you.
A letter? For me? What does it say?
Well, dear James,
I was deeply touched by your kind gift. I simply didn't have the words. I know now that you are truly a remarkable engine. I feel quite foolish for my actions, but if you can put yours in the past, then so can I. In this package are my old laces I received back after your train. It's not much. These laces only left me seething, but after your kindness, I don't receive those feelings anymore. I'm certain these laces will mean more to you than me. Best regards, Jeremiah Jobling.
James smiled. Nowadays, James doesn't see Mr. Jopling very often. But whenever they do, James gives him a friendly whistle, which is then responded with a wave. The old laces now hang in the shed, and every time James sees them, he is comforted by the night he made spirits bright.